I'd like to have another speaker join us today who's from the rank and file of our union. We have a new teacher, TTOC, who's recently run and has been elected to be a member at large on the Langley Teachers Association Executive. Comes right into the fold, comes right up to the forefront, went to our AGM and has now run for office and been elected to our executive. So he's wasted no time in getting his feet into the union and his mind here. Troy Kazuki, please come to the stage.
Thank you, Gail. From Jikundo, I salute you. And for those of you who don't know, this means warrior and scholar together as one. And that's what I see all of you folks as, and all the teachers across the province that are standing up. You're fighters and warriors. Oh, okay. I'm going to talk about two things today. One is instability and the value of time. My name is Troy. I'm from Williams Lake, up north in the interior of BC. And although, as Gail said, I'm a brand new teacher, just hired in September, I'm greener than green, St. Paddy's Day green. I'm speaking from that, but also my mother was a teacher and special needs resource for many years. Both my sisters are teachers right now with almost 10 years experience. So that's the kind of climate that I grew up in. And well, I guess I'll talk about instability first because that's what this will lead to. I know instability, and I don't know how many of you folks have a relationship with instability in terms of employment and finance as I do. I have no idea, but I do know I've had an intimate relationship with it over the last 15 years, trying to construct a film and television acting career here in Vancouver. It's pretty tough. And so, about 6 years ago when I decided to become a teacher, because I chose, I could do anything I wanted. That's what I believed in all my life. And the kind of odds that I've been up against and some of the things that I've been able to do in my life, I've always believed it, and that's kind of a philosophy that I try and pass on to the kids that I've had the grace to work with so far, is that you believe in something, you go for it, you can achieve it. So 6 years ago when I chose to become a teacher, just before that I had hit my own rock bottom. I was ready to say I'm done, and when I say I mean I was ready to say I'm done, I mean I was done. And I really could only count on my hand how many things I could reference that could pull me through. One was, yeah, my parents and my family, my grandparents, yeah. Two was some of the people, my friends around the community. Three was my faith. But there was only a fourth, and the fourth was the handful of teachers that I had a personal relationship with, and their voices and their faces echoed in my mind. You go for gold, Troy. Hey, you believe in yourself because nobody else will, except you. That's what got me through it. Now when I say if I was a greedy guy, which in my 37 years on this earth, I have never even had that word ever attached to a teacher in my life. If I was a greedy guy, I would not become a teacher. There is no association in my mind with greed and teaching. Yeah, sure, there's always a bad apple in the group. That goes with anything. I chose to become a teacher. Now, recently, I never expected to get a contract as a new teacher. I'm all in the believer of paying your dues. But recently, I applied, like I'm told I should, and I always thought I should, for a .4 contract at Apex Secondary School, which I'm very, very proud to be a part of. I was phoned and told, congratulations, Troy, you got the job. And I thought, that's weird, I didn't even have an interview. I'm Mr. Low Guy, newbie. Well, okay, right on, woohoo. Go home, cheers with my wife. For the first time in my 37 years, I had a stable job. For me, that's a big deal. Just starting a family, hey, I got a mortgage, I got a son. For the first time in my life, maybe the gray hairs will slow down. Next week, I'm told, well, no, sorry, that's not quite right. That's LIF. And I'm learning what LIF means. Apparently that's money that was taken away from teachers that's now been given back to us. And we're supposed to be grateful for that? That's not right. That's not right. I'm a believer in doing the right thing. That's why I'm standing up. Now I want to talk about the value of time, because this last weekend I reffed a hockey tournament with all the kids. It's a great tournament with all the NHL players that are current and past, all their kids. It's unbelievable hockey. And I appreciate the opportunity to go on that ice and skate. And I skate my butt off and I work very hard. That's just because that's partly the way I was brought up in my community, but also because of the teachers I had that taught me. And I had many, many parents and many of these NHL coaches, Shane Doan and other guys, coming up to you saying, hey, pulling me aside, hey, whoa, slow down, wait, hey. Just want to say to you, we really appreciate the time you take to speak to us as coaches, because we don't get that. And the time you take to speak to our kids out there on the ice, we think it's fantastic. You are talking to the kids and they're learning from you as they go. They're coming off the bench going, what? Teaching, learning, communicating. How do you put a value on that? Or how do you devalue that? You spend way more time than this government is giving you credit for. It's a shame. And so I don't come up here swearing, even though I want to. I got many, many words I want to say, but I don't. It's not right. We say we want a fair deal. We want a fair deal. You know, we live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. What is it, top 3? I want to make a living. I want to be able to not stress out and have 3 other jobs. Just do what's right. I thank you all for standing up together. Solidarity.